It's going to be a crazy busy CES, as you know. It's peculiar. It starts on a Thursday, which is awkward because we know that a lot of our clients are going to be leaving by Friday afternoon. So we have to squeeze it all in into a couple of days. I think, you know, you and I talk every year at CES, and as you know, we look at things in 6 different categories. Consumer electronics, computing generally, computing mobility, health and fitness, automotive, and integration. And there are enormous developments in every one of those sectors. On the consumer electronics side, I say this every year, but it has never been more true today, more true than it is today, that TVs are getting bigger, better, cheaper, and the pace at which that trend continues to go is escalating. There are a number of new technologies that will allow manufacturers to make them bigger, better, and cheaper.
So what will that look like, and what will that mean to consumers?
I think near term, they're just going to see, step change. But there are people today, both on the content side and on the manufacturing side, who are contemplating what an apartment in the future might look like and how it would need to be configured to have a video wall, kind of like what we're looking at here, right? And do you do virtual reality with a helmet on your head? Or do you do virtual reality with a 200-inch screen that represents an entire wall in your living room? What about a screen of that size with almost infinite resolution and auto stereoscopy, which means 3D without glasses, right? And what are the implications of those capabilities? What will it do to not just our lives, but particularly of interest to us is, how does it influence marketing and its capabilities? So you sort of get the idea, right? Computing, there's this whole area of where, quite frankly, mobility and computing have intersected each other. Today we talk about not just the CPU, but a GPU. The NVIDIA processors, NVIDIA, not NVIDIA. 2 years ago had 192 cores, last year 256 cores. When we first saw them, we said initial application is for graphics, right, for rendering real time. Second application was for autonomous vehicles. And sure enough, last year NVIDIA moved to the automotive floor from the consumer electronics floor. And so the whole area of multi-core processing is going to be very, very significant. In the automotive space, well, we've just kind of touched on that indirectly. Integration is huge, and I think this year there's going to be some focus on the risks associated with integration, because each of these devices offer a backdoor for a hacker to enter your private space. And we need to be really careful about how we develop the Internet of Things so that we continue to secure our identities and our lives. But it's going to be an exciting show as always.